what to do with all of those cut aparts. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. We're going to use some today. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it, and thank you so much for all of your well wishes and words of support and encouragement as I battle this nasty sinus infection. I am feeling much better, but under here and under my eyes and here, there is just so much congestion. And I've been told that it could take a couple of weeks, so I just need to be patient. And so that's what I'm doing. I am being patient and I am carrying on. And today we are going to tackle one of those things that is always there. Cut aparts. They come in so many different layouts and so many different sizes that we tend to be intimidated by them sometimes and we tend to overlook them. We shouldn't, because these are beautiful, craftable elements that we should be incorporating into all aspects of our paper crafting. So today I'm going to show you how we can take a sheet like this as well as a sheet like this and create something very practical, very useful, and also needed at this time of the year or any time of the year, depending on the type of cut apart that you actually have. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to show you what I'm talking about. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, so here's a close-up of my cut apart sheet. And this particular sheet is a 3 by 4 inch cut apart sheet, meaning all the cut aparts on the sheet are 3 by 4. Now this one is a 4 by 6 cut apart sheet, meaning all the cut aparts on this sheet are 4 by 6. But we also have cut apart sheets that might have 2 by 2s, 4 by 6s, 3 by 4s. It might have a whole combination of all of those different sizes on one sheet. Well, we need to start using these sheets. And if you happen to be like me, I need a very quick gift. I have a friend whose granddaughter is graduating. I don't really know her that well, but I wanted to give her a little something. So I decided I would take my cut aparts, of course, make my own box, and I'll show you how we do that. And on the inside, use the cut aparts to make a little card, as well as I use the cut aparts to make an envelope. And I have these held together with a little butterfly clip because my theme is butterflies and I happen to have these butterfly paper clips. And then here on the inside, I use cut aparts to create this beautiful little holder. And I'm going to put either a gift card or some cash on the inside. I haven't decided yet, but you can see that we have a complete little gift card set. I will be lining this with some tissue paper just to cuten it up a little bit more. But this, I think, is a very simple, very easy little gift to someone. I might even take some crinkle seam binding and tie a crinkle seam binding bow. But I want to show y'all just how easy it is to do this. So I am going to make the box first. And you guys have seen me make boxes a lot. So if you want to skip through this part, that is okay. I would prefer it if you would watch the whole thing. But if you want to fast forward through the box making portion, you most definitely can. So I have 2 pieces of medium weight to heavy weight cardstock white. And I am going to cut one piece at 9 by 11. And I am going to cut the second piece at 9 1/8 by 11 1/8. So as you can see, you can actually do this by pulling out those 12 by 12 papers that you have in your stash, and you can make your own box anytime that you happen to need one. So now I'm going to bring in my stylus, and what we're going to do is going to be identical for both the box top and the box bottom. We are going to score at 1 and at 2 on all 4 sides. So that's 1 and 2 on all 4 sides on both pieces. All right, so then we're going to fold and burnish all of the score marks on both pieces. All right, so once you have the score marks folded and burnished on both, we are going to remove the 3-corner pieces from all 4 sides of our sheets. And the way that we do that is we go up to that second score mark, we drag straight down, let's angle, angle, angle here, and reduce. So that is how we remove those 3 pieces. So let's go up to that second score mark and drag straight down. Let's angle, angle here, and reduce. Let's turn it this way and do the same thing. So I'll do this one with you and I'll do the other one off camera. Go to that score mark and drag straight down, then angle, angle here, as well as here, and then you can reduce. And our last one on this piece, go to that second score mark, first drag straight down, then angle, 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 and reduce. Then on these 2 long pieces here, I'm just going to angle this as well as this. And this one. Now I'm going to do the other one off camera, y'all, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so both of my pieces are now cut out. I did go ahead and add tape to the base of the box, and I know it's the base portion of the box because if I fold this, one is going to be larger than the other one. And you can see that when I take these 2 tabs and match them, this one is larger than this one. So this is the bottom of my box. And that's important because on the top of the box, I want to go ahead and add in some finger grabs. And the way that I'm going to do it, before I put it together, I'm going to take these 2, double them, take my oval punch, and just punch because I want that little finger notch there. And I'll do it on this side as well. So all we're doing is we're taking these 2 pieces and let's just double them without taping them and go ahead and notch out. Now you can do this with a circle punch. You can do it with a square punch. It does not have to be an oval punch. So now I'm going to take my tape and I am going to place some tape on my tabs. And I'm using my 1/2-inch tape here on these tabs. So I'm not putting a whole lot, just a little bit. Then I'm going to use my 1-inch tape here because I do want to get a pretty large piece on my fold over flap. And let's do it here. And then for these pieces, I'm just going to take my 1/2-inch tape and add some tape around it because I do want to make sure that I'm going to have a nice stick around the finger grab. I don't want that separating. So that's why I'm applying my tape in this way. Now, if you want to use glue on this box, you most certainly can. If you want to use a glue stick, you can. Guys, when you're making your project, use what you have and use what you are comfortable using when you are doing your crafting. So now I'm just going to get my tape nice and stuck. We're going to peel away the tape backers from these little tabs here. And then we'll peel away our tape backers from these long pieces. So now we can take this and we're just going to match it corner to corner, making sure that everything is nice, tight, and crisp. So this is the lid because we have the finger grabs. So we know that it's the lid. So I am just going to take this piece, and now I'll take my long pieces, fold them over, and then we'll go back in with our bone folder and do that cleanup. But first, I need to remove the tape backer from these pieces. That's why they wouldn't stick. I'm going to go ahead and do the box bottom off camera, and I will be back because I will be putting it together in the same way that I just did the box top. All right, so my box bottom and box top are done. We're going to take these two and put them on, and you can see that we have a nice fitting lid for the box. So now we are going to do the cut apart portion of this craft. So I have brought in my 3x4 cut apart sheet and my 4x6 cut apart sheet, and I am going to be using my 4x6 cut apart sheet to cover the top of my box. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my cut apart. And this will be for my gift card holder. And then the butterflies will be for the top. And I'm going to use this for the envelope. So let's go ahead and take a light colored mat, and I am going to cut it at 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Then I'm going to take my chocolate colored mat, and I am going to cut it at 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. And here is why I did that. So my cut apart is 4 by 6, and I wanted to place it down on mats. So I made my first mat 1/4 inch larger at 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Then I want to lay that mat on top of another mat just for a nice little effect. And so I decided to make it 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. So if you're deciding to layer your mats, just graduate the size up by 1/4 inch, and you'll have a nice cohesive look. Now I'm using my tape runner, and I'm going to take this first mat and put it down like that. And then I'll add tape to the back of it. And we'll place it on the chocolate mat. So let's place it on that chocolate mat like this. And now I'll take my tape, add some tape to the back, and we are going to place it on the box top. So there's my box top. My box top is 5 1/8 by 7 1/8. So I will just center that. And just like that, y'all, we have a nice, beautiful, professional looking box. Now we're going to take this and we're just going to double it. So I have the two cut aparts. I didn't even separate them. I simply cut them straight across on the sheet. So I have two 4 by 6 cut aparts, and I'm folding them. Then I'm going to take my oval punch. Again, you can use whatever you want, and I'm going to notch out. And that way, she'll know that there's something on the inside here. So now I'm going to bring in my glue. You can also do this with tape if you want, but I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and along the bottom. And all this is doing is it's giving us a nice little gift card holder or money holder that we can put inside. Isn't that simple? but it's simply elegant. So we're building up a beautiful little collection here. So there's that. And now we're going to make our card, and we're going to use the cut-aparts to make the card. And you guys have seen me do this part before, so I'm just going to cut out my cut-apart. And I'm going to cut right here in the middle because I want to keep these two joined. Then I'm also going to take a piece of my scrap, and I'm going to cut that scrap at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 because I want to put it on the inside of my card to have some writing space. So we're just going to take this, and it says, "Be happy in the moment." Let's just fold it. Now we can take this, and we can put it on the inside like that, and I'll do that with my tape. And let's just take it and put it on the inside. And now we have a sweet little card for the inside. So we have this cut apart piece. I'm not too fond of it, so I'm going to use it to make the envelope. And we are going to score this. It is 6 inches wide by 8 inches because it's 2 4x6 doubled. And we are going to score this at 3/4 of an inch on the 6-inch side. Let's rotate to the opposite 6-inch side and score at 3/4 of an inch. Turn it to the 8-inch side. Let's score at 3 and at 6 1/8. So now we can take this and fold and burnish all of our scores. Easy peasy way to make an envelope that's really going to match your whole project. So now that we have all of our scores folded and burnished, what we want to have left are these inside tabs. So we're just going to go to the score mark, cut straight down to remove that, remove that, remove that corner piece, this corner piece, and then finally this corner piece right here. And you'll know where to cut because you'll see the intersecting points of those score marks. So now I'm just going to take my scissors, and we are going to round. You don't have to do this. If you have a corner rounder, you can try using that. But I just like to have the rounded look of my envelopes. So now I'm just going to put this together with my tape. Add some tape along the widest portion, which is this flap here. Then I'll add a little tape here and a little tape here. We'll be able to take this and fold up. And there we have a most beautiful little envelope. Now you can take just a little bit of tape if you want, and you can put that tape right there to seal the envelope. And then I have these little clips. I believe that I got these clips from Pop Shelf a while back, or Tuesday Morning. I can't remember which one. It was Pop Shelf. So I got these from Pop Shelf. So I'm just going to take this, and we can clip it like this, just for decorative purposes right now. And we can fill it with cash or card, and we can place that in. And like I said, I will be putting some tissue paper in mine just to clean it up a little bit and make it prettier. Put that lid back on. And now we have a second beautiful box that we can gift to someone to celebrate that special day. And as this says, celebrate today. So whatever that special occasion is, this is a great way to use those cut aparts to help you help that person celebrate. So I hope that you have enjoyed this awesome way to make this 5x7 box. Then use our cut aparts to make a gift card holder or a money holder, an actual card, and a beautifully boutique-y decorated box. If you have enjoyed this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, and this is how we do it. Beautiful, practical paper crafting. So I would love to have you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful crafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.